Hey guys, this is Big Dog Sporting here, and we wanted to let you guys know something that we see often when we get cylinder heads into the shop and we disassemble them. These valves, this intake valve and this exhaust valve, came off of a cylinder head that came in for a stage 2 porting, and upon disassembling, we found out that there were some issues. Now, if you look at these valves, this valve look fine. This is the exhaust valve, 1.6 stainless steel. Here's an intake valve, 202 stainless steel. Valve look fine. We cleaned the valves up and the valves look fine, right? So we're going to show you guys something. We're going to pause it and we're going to test these valves to see if indeed they are fine. So we have this valve, this intake valve, set up in our valve grinder. It's going to show you guys this valve. See that? See that wobble? That valve is bent. It didn't look bent, from the initial look, but it's definitely bent. It was hard to come out of the cylinder head, so we kind of figured it was bent. So we tested it, and sure enough, it was bent. So we're gonna set up this exhaust valve and see if that one is okay. So we have this exhaust valve set up, and we're gonna see if this one is bent. Sure enough, you can look at it. That one's bent also. That's bent pretty bad. Right here is bent pretty bad. So that's an indication basically that the spring pressure on this particular cylinder head was kind of low, and I'm sure the guy was revving it and he probably smacked one of the pistons, because it was actually multiple valves bent. I want to say in total, I think it was 3 or 4 intake valves bent, and all of the exhaust valves were bent. So you can kind of see how bad this one is, and the other ones was pretty much just like it. So just one of the things you guys be mindful of: seat pressure, valve spring setup is definitely important when you are running your combos, especially if you're pulling some RPMs. A lot of times we get guys that send us heads for our stage 2 porting, and we do an initial spring test, and the pressure is usually real low. And what happens, you'll lose valve control in the upper RPMs as well as horsepower, and all kinds of things can happen. You can smack a piston, you can float the valves, you can beat up the retainers, you can beat up the locks, you can beat up the valves. So that's one of the things that we check on all of our ported cylinder head jobs. So once again, this is Big Dog Sporting here, just to let you guys know that we take care of everything when we get your parts. See you guys at the track.